Hello everyone! We're going to continue with our tutorial of the all-in-one approach to succeeding at the piano. We are looking at page 16 of the preparatory book A, and here the students are learning the half note for the first time. We always want to internalize the rhythm before students play any of their pieces. So for the half note, we are going to use unit counting again. So every time they see a half note, they're going to count 1, 2. So it gets the full value of that particular note. So let's take a look at tapping feet, and we're going to say clap and count out loud. So we go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Yes, we have to be sure that we give all those half notes their full value. So now point to each note and say the words aloud. Dance about with tapping feet, step in time to feel the beat. And if you'd like to liken that little half note with that little rabbit, I should say the half note with a little rabbit, we can have the students feel that they're clapping and holding, clapping and holding. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Kitten in the tree. Students are reviewing the group of 3 black keys, and they're learning what repeated notes are for the very first time. Have the students pick up their pencils, circle the 2 half notes in the piece. How many beats do those half notes get? You'll ask your students, 2 beats. Yes, absolutely. Tap the rhythm with your perfect piano hands. So again, on the full board or on their thighs, they can certainly tap, looking at their beautiful 4 hills, their perfect piano hands, playing on their pads of their fingers and seeing that letter C between fingers 1 and 2. So if your students start to play and they are having a nice hand position, and then they're getting so involved with what the notes are in the fingering, and their fingers start to collapse and they start to play like starfish, like this, right? In the beginning, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I would say to my students at the end of the piece, show me your perfect piano hands. And their hands come up and they can actually pose that wonderful, lovely bridge of their hand. But you could also have them stop in the middle of the piece, and if they're really flat-fingered, you could say, stop and check. Oh, and they check, and then they find that nice, perfect piano hand again. Play on your finger pad, no dents. Same thing again here. They get flatter and flatter. You can tell them to stop and check. And what's really important is to ask your students, how does it feel differently? How does it feel when you're playing flat-fingered, and how does it feel when you're actually playing with perfect piano hands? And it might be hard for them to describe it to you, but this is really an important thing to do when students are young, because as they get older, you're going to ask this question all the time. What does it sound like, and how does it feel? And this is the way to get students to really listen and to think about their technique. And the little musicality girl asked, did you notice your 4 little hills in each hand, and where else did you play repeated notes? On the next page, page 18, this is a theory page as well as a time to compose page. So here the students are reviewing always everything they've learned beforehand. So they're writing a piece, or actually just composing a piece, based on quarter notes and half notes. And this one is about a boy in a boat or a girl with an umbrella. Play the piece high, low, and in the middle of the piano. On page 19 is melody. I wanted this method to be all about good musicality, musicianship, reading skills, cultivating everything that needs to be cultivated in our students. Reading, rhythm, theory, technique, composition. And I wanted students to understand what a melody it was from the very beginning. Everybody has a favorite melody, right? Right? Some students love that beautiful melody by Beethoven. And we asked them, do you have a favorite melody? A melody is a string of notes that make a tune. Melody is what we sing or hum. One of my students loved this piece so much that at the next lesson she said, "I played this piece about 1,000 times this week." And her mother looked at me and she said, "Yeah, I think we heard it about 1,000 times." So while I play this, I'm going to play both the student and the teacher part together. And you're going to notice that I'm going to feel my hands for nice strong fingers, and I'm going to relax or release my wrists. And again, you have the students lift their wrist out of the keys. Unit 4 is on page 20. Here the students are learning their musical alphabet for the first time. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then they start again with A. In order for students to remember what the white keys are and where they are on the keyboard, let's see. C's in the middle, the E's on top, and the D is in the middle of the C and E. You know, any little lyric that you can think about to have the students remember those white keys. That's really wonderful. But we can start with playing the groups of 2 black keys and then finding the C that's to the left of every group of 2 black keys. And the very highest note, of course, we know is a C. Same thing going down. Groups of 2 black keys and a C. We have the students play all the C's on the piano. And then we can have them go C, D, E, B, D, C. And then we find the groups of 3 black keys, and the note or the key that's to the left of the group of 3 black keys is always an F. So have the students play all the F's on the keyboard, going higher, and then going lower. Right, we can spend lots of times in lessons just on finding the white keys. So that's a nice page, isn't it?